as you can see, it is having the 108 megapixel Samsung sensor, and it's powered with the Snapdragon 865, hence they say it's 5G. And here at the back some of the specs, and this is the base variant, that's for 49,999. That comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 GB of storage. Even the 55 inch, and as you can see, it says that it has a 6.67 inch screen, and the good thing is fast charging, but also box. So here, let's open this one, and we have a SIM ejector tool over here. Let me just remove that for the time being. Let's keep it here, and we also get a mini dongle for that adapter, and this is the case and some paperwork. I'll just keep so that's what we get. And here is the device itself. Let me just take it out in this green color. Let's just peel this off, and here we have the device. It does have a little bit of heft, and like most other smartphones, the back is sort of that mirror finish. As you can see, you can actually see it looks like a mirror. So that's what we have, a quad camera setup. We'll come back to the device later on, and let's see what else. So we have charging, and a new 30-watt Xiaomi fast charge. Has a normal USB Type A port, strangely. So that's what we get. Let me keep these things to the side. So this is the handset itself, and this one has a 6.67 inch screen, and we also have that rounded corners, for example, feels like that, rounded edges over here, and we have stereo speakers. So again, you have vents over here as well as vents on the bottom, so that's actually nice. A secondary noise cancellation microphone is also there on this, and looks like the IR blaster if I'm not wrong. And here we have the power on off button bottom, and again volume rockers. Build quality looks to be nice, and bottom we have the SIM tray, but again I doubt it will have a micro SD card expansion. We are having on this the Type-C port and the speaker and the main microphone, and on this end strangely we have nothing. Moving to the back, we have a quad camera setup. Front camera is supposed to be 20 megapixel, so let's try to just power this on. And by the time this Mi 10 is having a 6.67 inch Super AMOLED Full HD Plus screen. That's a 90 Hertz screen. It's powered by the Snapdragon 865 SoC, comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 or 256 gigabytes of storage. Moving to the camera, it's having a quad camera setup. The main camera is 108 megapixel. That's a Samsung sensor. Then we have a 13 megapixel, that's ultra wide. Then we have a 2 megapixel for macro and 2 megapixel for depth. Moving to the front facing camera, it's a 20 megapixel punch hole camera that we have. We also have 30-watt wireless charging option, and it also has stereo speakers and reverse charging up to 10 watts, and it has a 4780 milliamp hour battery with a 30-watt fast charging option. Even on this smartphone we have some options because it runs on MIUI, and again guys, just remove all these options, that user experience program and stuff, and personalized ads and all these things. Otherwise you might see ads. So and even this glance for me, I was hoping these options were there when I was setting up, but I was surprised to see those options anyways. See, it's just started downloading some stuff over here, and this is MIUI 11 guys, that we have. So again, familiar layout if you have used any Xiaomi device, and again all the apps are over here, and if you just swipe like this, fortunately I did that once again. Fortunately, if you just swipe like this, the search that is launching, and there are some preloaded apps and stuff, but not a lot of junkware, and so Mi Pay and all those things are there. You can't uninstall this, so some of that info. Let's see if I can uninstall this. Let's say Mi Pay and all those things. If I go to app info, you can disable some of the apps but not uninstall some of the junk that is there. So that is, again, some of them you can, but not all. As you can see, I could uninstall that one. So there is some stuff, and I like the fact that on the left, if you go, we just get the Google pane, so MIUI itself that you are getting. And if you go under the hood, and again it has an in-display fingerprint scanner, and let's test that first. And again, that's fast. So again, that's the thing these days with these in-display fingerprint scanner. So good to see it's fast, that's not a problem. And still downloading some stuff, and looks like it might have found an update. And as you can see, this is the 128GB variant, already on MIUI 11 stable. It says that runs on Android version 10. So that's what we have. System app update, so I'll update it later, guys. And I'm curious, let's just run the YouTube. Screen ratio issues, it says don't show, whatever. It is detecting as like the Samsung Galaxy for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. Anyways, let's search for my own video and let's just play. I want to check the stereo speakers. Let's skip that. So I'm going to increase the volume, guys, on this one. And again, no 3.5mm headphone jack, so you have to use that dongle, guys. It was regarding the speakers and audio output, and the thing is that this still just has, but it does have the refresh rate of 90 Hertz that is there, 60 or 90. So that is regarding that, and we have other options like anti-flicker mode and all that stuff. We have always on display, so that's nice. So let's see. So that's nice. Hope it works. So we have this always on display, so that's actually nice because makes it much more easier. And again, as I've told you, the edges are a little bit curved, so it takes a little bit of time to get used to. Let's also talk about the camera, because that's the big hype about this smartphone. The main sensor is a megapixel, but I feel in the other front camera is a 20 megapixel. That's a punch hole camera. Let me go to the setting. As you can see that we are having. So let's open the camera interface. I'm just going to allow all the permissions while using the app, scan document. So familiar, Xiaomi interface. If you have used it, you have this 1x and 3x, but guys, this is not optical zoom. This is digital, and this is the wide angle lens. And as you can see, it goes pretty wide, and again, it's very responsive. As you can see, just click and it takes the picture. And I'm noticing slight warmth at the back, but let's see if I do any gaming, if it continues. So this is the camera, and we also have a dedicated 108 megapixel mode over here, and obviously other modes like portrait on that stuff. And in real time, you can see the background blur. As you can see, looks nice. The initial sample, as you can see, looks nice. We have quite a bit of depth in the shots. And let's also look at the front facing camera. Again, the beauty mode is always there on the Xiaomi phones. Better to disable it. And we have this, and we also went to the portrait mode and in the photo mode. Again, this bug, it says 108 megapixel here. I don't know why. It'll obviously go back to the regular one. So that's the bug that I've noticed. Again, this is the same bug that I noticed on many of the Xiaomi phones. Same thing here. Front camera, let's see if I take more samples, because here, at least in the preview, it looks a little bit contrast what it can do. But let me actually take some samples here with this one, so that you have a better idea regarding the camera. These are some of the samples taken with the rear facing camera, and as you can see, it does actually really good in outdoor conditions, and also for close-up shots it does actually a good job. Now moving to indoor lighting conditions in my office, here also I was surprised that the quality that I got was actually really good, as you can see with these 10, but I'm setting up quick first.